within range of my divine voice. Wipe the screen off real fast. That looks a little bit better. I am in the process of dropping my truck off, and I want to give a huge shout out to this Wolverine location that I'm at. The fact that y'all got laundry and a shower and a whole lounge in here is outstanding. It's completely outstanding. Top notch, top of the line. And so shout out to y'all, Wolverine and Ypsilanti. It is outstanding. Y'all should be proud of yourselves. Thank you so much, whoever coming in. So just sheer boredom. Yamina. Out of sheer boredom, just gonna show y'all the lounge for where I'm dropping my truck off at. I'm talking about they put it together real nice. It's some truck stops that lounges don't look as this good. And then they got the laundry over here. I'm telling you, if I had known they had some free laundry, boy, I wouldn't even be heading to my hotel room right now. I swear I wouldn't. Nice clean bathrooms. And they got the little shower over here. I'm gonna show y'all. It's super duper comfortable. They crazy. With the tiles, like it's supposed to be Trucker Appreciation Week. And so I'm almost wondering if they just got this like looking super nice. Hey Miko. I'm wondering if they only got this looking super nice because it's Trucker Appreciation Week. You know, so but you know, that's how we move when you work in divine timing. Everything lines up for you, you know. I'm not gonna stay inside filming. We're gonna go back outside where the sunshine is. I just had to show y'all how nice this was, because all repair shops is not this nice. They are not as nice at all. Again, shout out to Freightliner Ypsilanti. Outstanding. How is everybody today, though? I appreciate everybody coming through. I'm just dropping my baby off. Able to see what's wrong with my girl again. But as nice as this place is, I know they're gonna take good care of her. A mirror of peace and prosperity to you. As nice as this place is, I know they're gonna take good care of her. We'll have her back in no time. But she in good hands. Again, shout out to the Wolverine Freightliner in Ypsilanti. This place is outstanding. Amira, I thank you so much for being here. Peace and prosperity to you. Yeah, I am wonderful. Outside of, you know, putting the truck in the shop, and my daughter now has pink eye after just getting over foot and mouth. But I'm healthy, and we're gonna get her back healthy. And we're just making the best of every moment we give him. Hey Tamar, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for coming in. We're just gonna keep making the best of every moment we're given, because that's all we can do. Give y'all another look at the whole property. I'm talking about listen, I wish all repair shops was this nice. Like, I'm so spoiled to be here. Yeah, no, we're gonna get her together. We're gonna get her together. She'll be with her daddy all day tomorrow, and I'm gonna get my witch doctor on. And get her back together. She'll be fine. She will be fine. How's everybody's day going, though? Amira, how's your day going? Tamar, how's your day going? What day is today? Today's Tuesday. I had to think about it. My days all roll together after a while. Like, I'm always up, I'm always active, so my days and times, they just kind of roll together after a while. Thank you everybody so much for coming in. Thank you so much, everybody, so much for the likes. I appreciate the likes so much. I'm waiting on my Uber right now to come through. My brother, peace and prosperity to you. So good to see you. Matter of fact, I'm about to, I hope it don't take me out of here when I try to check and see. Hold on. 7 minutes away from the driver. Good seeing you too, brother. I appreciate it. I just dropped my truck off. I just finished dropping my baby off. There she go right there. They about to get her fixed, get her together. And I just was showing how nice this location was, because I wish the other repair shops was as nice as this place. This place is fucking fantastic. I'm so upset. Like, dang, all these other repair shops I done been to ain't shit compared to how nice this place is. I've been busy with the, yeah, I know how that is, brother. I know how that is. I'm about to get my daughter together this week and try to get some grounding in. I mean, I usually get out and get to some grounding. I always make sure I get outside. Like I'm outside right now. I always make sure I'm outside. This is a teaching opportunity. If I don't, for whatever reason, get to some barefoot grass, you're gonna catch me with my palms to the sky. You're gonna catch me with my palms to the sky at the very least. I'm always soaking up the sun with my palms if I can't do nothing else. I'll drive with my palms up just to make sure I soak up the sun. I'm doing good, brother. All is good. Yeah, these physical adversities, I ain't gonna say they don't mean shit, but they don't mean shit. I just gotta work around them like I do anything else in life. We set the goals, we set the plans, we keep moving forward. And when things happen we don't like or whatever, there's always energy, there's always something associated to it that we can benefit from and make adjustments. And that's all I do. Half of life is course correction. Course correction. You know, I'm a little fatigued, so half of life is course correction, and I'm always about trying to be flexible, which I picked the avatar that was not flexible, being a Taurus. I picked the avatar specifically to work through being flexible, to work through being able to modify on the go. Because originally this avatar was not set for that. I had to adjust myself to that being here. Thank you so much, everyone, for the likes. Yeah, I mean, it's the whole planet, though. It's not just us. Everybody gonna go through it in their own ways. Everybody gotta make their adjustments. You know, that's why grounding is still so important. Because when we make adjustments, when I make course corrections, we want to make course corrections based upon nature. We want to make course corrections based upon nature. How can you know what nature is doing? How can you know what the planet is doing? By putting your feet barefoot on the ground, by holding or touching a tree, by talking to nature whenever you can. That's how you get in contact with it. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Like, the birds don't need anybody to tell them when to migrate. The animals, all of those things that are a part of nature just like us, they don't need that. They don't need nobody to tell them what to do. They automatically get in tune with it. Because they're in tune with nature. And so as we are making these major adjustments, major changes in our lives, as we go through course correction, we want to make sure that whatever course corrects we're doing, we are aligned with nature. And if you're aligned with nature, and if you're aligned with self-love, it don't matter what you do. It's going to be for your highest good. It's going to be for your highest good. You ain't got to be scared. You ain't got to be confused. You ain't got to be worried. None of that shit is gonna matter. Oh, he got his baby. Oh, I wish I could have caught this on camera. This brother riding. He got his daughter on the back seat of the motorcycle with him. Yeah, people call him by different names. People call him by different names. Different teachers use different terminologies. But when I'm gonna switch the camera because I'm standing right at the Freightliner sign. I'm whole nature ghetto standing right in front of they building with my ass because I'm like that. Because I'm like that, you know what I'm saying? And I show that to answer your question because when I'm grounding, I am literally combining my root chakra, or some would say some will say the first chakra, some will say the seventh chakra. It's really 9 different chakras that we have connected to our body. Well, 8 connected to our body, 1 outside of the body. But the 7 most well-known chakras is the root, the sacral, the solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown. And the root chakra is the one that's going to help navigate in connection to the earth. So when you're grounding with your feet barefoot on the ground, like I'm doing right now, that earth chakra, as some would call it, I don't use that term. It's just, it makes it too complicated for me in explaining to people. The root chakra, that lower area, that reproductive organ area, that reproductive organ area is going to connect to the ground, to the earth as you're grounding. Because that is the area that is going to bring up the energy from the planet into your body. And that's also the area where you're going to want to funnel out some of that possible negativity. I think this is my Uber. Yep, there go my Uber. And he pulls up waving. We like good energy. All right. Let me double check this brother's name. Okay. Hey, Curtis.
Hello.
Hey, peace and prosperity to you, Curtis.
You are Daryl. I am Curtis.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. No, thank you, dude. Thanks for the patience, brother.
Oh, man.
These people are being ignorant, bro. Ignorant.
Well, we know we're in rush hour traffic, so
Yeah.
it's already part of programming to be
I had to go
chaotic.
I had to go in the gas station to tell these 2 idiots that they were on the only pump I could use.
Oh, wow.
E85. Neither one of them were even getting gas. They were just blocking the pump.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I almost had a crash out at Meyer.
I'm happy you didn't.
Yeah.
I'm happy you didn't.
Because that shit pisses me off, dude. How inconsiderate. There's parking spaces if you're going inside, too, you know.
Yeah, it just comes down to it's a timing, and the energy, you know. We just coming off all these different eclipses and full moons. People,
stupid.
Yeah, people energy be all over the place and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to relax and ground and stay focused and, you know.
Because if they read the Bible I did, they'd understand it.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Ethiopian, the OG, the original gangster.
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree with you personally, but even for those who go in a different direction than that, they can still calm down, you know?
Yeah, I tell them all the time, just read it. It's a survival guide.
Yeah.
If you're not seated in and you've never experienced God, then I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But to completely indoctrinate yourself from Scripture just because you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
is insane to me.
Yeah.
Because it's a survival guide, bro. And what I tell them is, I go, if you read it from a standpoint, from your educated standpoint to modern stances, and then you realize it's written in prose, it becomes a lot easier. And where I make and where I can approve that point is throughout all of their religions, even back to the Pantheon, all the way back to the Sumerians, everything is, it all holds true when you live in a society where you can't speak truths unless there's some fiction to it, then that's when humans use symbolism to express those ideas.
Yeah.
So like in Christian faith, you have demons. In the Jewish faith, they have golems. The Chinese have dragons. You know what I mean? The Hindus, it's like dragons. It's a whole bunch of different things, but it's a little different with the Hindus because it all kinds of interjects, and it speaks to like everything within us.
Absolutely.
And that's the same thing with the Bible. It's just worded a little different.
Yeah.
And so it's like if you take the stories that are taught there, no bad is going to come to you because of that. You know what I mean? Now, if you don't read it, then you're going to walk headlong into every one of these mistakes that other people have made.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think that it's everybody has this design on the good and the bad that they are going to go through.
Yeah,
We all kind of make this agreement with God to say, okay, I'm coming back for this, I'm coming back for that.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes people journeys would be so different from ours. It'd be like we'll be kind of almost projecting, like, I can't believe they're meant to do that. I can't believe that's what they're here for. And it's like, well, just the same way our conversation with God is going to still be different from other people's. It's like, it takes a extra level of grace to be able to just allow people to have their journey while we have our own.
Yep.
But that's why I'd rather see. It's like if we can't completely understand and understand each other, at least have the self-love to be like, well, I want love back regardless, so I'm gonna give love back regardless.
The way I put it is, if you're not even willing to educate yourself on it to begin with, then why should you have an opinion?
Well, yeah, I mean,
because a lot of these people are speaking of things that they don't even understand.
That does happen. Yeah.
I mean, it's like that's not even just religion. I mean, that's across the board.
Yes.
Yes. I always shy away from people who say they know something, because if they know something, they know something.
But even if if we think about what we know and what we don't know, it's still a whole world of what we don't know and that we'll never know.
We're finding out every day that we know less than what we were taught.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's part of the human, that's part of the human existence. If we accept everything that's told to us all the time, then nothing would ever change, and I mean, life would become monotonous.
And that's how it is across the board with any type of education system, any type of science. Everything is meant to evolve and grow.
Yeah, it was like the couple I just had in the car. They were talking about this guy, and she claimed that he was the authority on something. I said, well, that right there tells me that I should read his works with a grain of salt. I said, because to be an authority on something means that you're the last answer, and that means you can't be wrong. So that guy's probably wrong a lot. He's just accepted. His wrong opinions are accepted, that's all.
And it might be a circle that he's in that opinion actually is necessary, That's the part that drives me crazy sometimes too. It's like I can meet somebody who to me may be wrong, and then somebody else, they the savior, and they're gonna be able to actually change and uplift their lives. And I can't judge either side of it, because it's like as long as they're actually doing something productive, it's hard to argue with their results.
Yeah, I mean, the results can be argued. The effort is definitely should be celebrated for sure. But the argument should always lie with the idea, and there should be that argument. Like, it should happen, And that's where people need to start realizing is you don't fucking have to hate somebody just because you don't agree with them. It's wild to me, bro. But I don't know. I guess I'm just different. I don't judge nobody. I ain't got nothing. God never gave me that gift, so I ain't got no reason to judge nobody. Would I do what they're doing? No. Will I give them advice on how to live a more fulfilled life? Yes. Most of the time I get ridiculed for it, but that's normal.
It is normal because, you'll have the people who, just like I said before, You have some people who will really benefit from whatever you offer,
Yep.
and then some who don't.
So of the 36 addicts out here that were honest with me, I got 9 of them to go to rehab. 3 of them stayed sober, as far as I know. 2 of them still actually keep in contact with me and are still sober to this day. So I just look at it that way. 2 out of 36 is better than none.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
Yeah. But it comes down to that. I just tell them that they're loved. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these addicts think they just don't deserve love. Like, it's wild.
I understand how that feels. I've had moments in my life where I feel like I didn't deserve love anymore.
Yep. And that's what I ask people to look at. You know, when you're dealing with someone who is conflicted and obviously away from friendships and relationships that are transactional.
Yeah, it's something that's promoted in today's day and age. You know, there's a lot of abandonment issues amongst people, so where they are scared to give love and they're not going to get love in return. They're scared to help others and not going to get help in return or get taken advantage of. You know.
I preach hope every day, bro. Hope comes from the idea that you are going to give yourself a chance. They don't realize is they're not helping themselves by staying away from that pain, because they're also giving up so much more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it comes down to the sheer fact that I've been preaching the human movement forever. You know, we just need more humans realizing they're human again. So many humans have been told that they're not human for so long that they're starting to believe it. They want to be everything else now, but and then that leads into the you know, once you get past the human aspect, then we can actually start working together and figuring shit out, you know.
Right.
Tax me, but I digress. But it's a bad idea. But the better off leaving me a teddy bear. That's what I say. But yeah, it's like, you know, oh god, I'm having a real bad day.
It's okay. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, easy, brother. Like it just ain't worth it, dude. Because like you never know that dude could pull a gun or something. I mean, that doesn't really scare.
I mean, not even for those reasons. It's like the energy exchange this me now.
Yeah. Marcus Aurelius said, you know, that just.
Well, I don't know if that's true. It's still passion then. It's just at that point it's now going outward instead of inward.
Yeah. I'd call that being reckless.
Well, that's the what we're talking about, right? Is you're either using your energy intentionally or you're reckless with it.
Yeah.
You know, like to me, I don't even know if I want to agree with everything being quote unquote negative or positive. You know, sometimes it can be based on perceptions or someone's morals.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is anybody wasting their energy, that's usually going to be impact them and others around them negatively. Mm-hmm. Anybody using their energy intentionally is usually going to have some type of positive impact for themselves and others.
Yeah.
You know, it's the intentions and how we're using the energy is going to always
that's the problem
things.
with those groups is that they view everything that's against their opinion as an intent against them.
Yes, that's like going back to what you say about the social, like box A, box B bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, they love that's what I was talking about, back to humanity. You know, because if we as a people decide that the government boxes don't matter instead of reinforcing them, those boxes no longer mean anything.
Exactly.
We give everything meaning. That's what I try to tell people all the time.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like something in your life, you should really look at what it is. You know, from all perspectives, so that way you can understand how to navigate it, not
Yeah.
just dismiss it and decide that if that happens ever again, you know, this is just like a generalized statement, whatever that may be, then that's always going to be a negative experience. So therefore, you don't want that ever again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then people forget to live. So many humans these days are so afraid of their only guarantee that they forget to live.
Yeah. It's a difficult thing to know oneself, even though you gain the most pleasure out of life from knowing yourself.
Hey, yo.
But when you start life off by learning about others and being told that others are the priority over